Yeah, this is just me going through the Benchmade 2009 catalog. If you're not into this, tune out now. I'm not going to show you any particular knives. I'm just showing you the pictures within the catalog here. So just giving you my opinion, my view, whether I want to buy it or not, that kind of stuff. So it could be a little boring. That was your warning there. Different classes in Benchmade: gold, blue, black, red, etc. Gold class, you have the upper end collector's knives, limited editions, nice looking, more art pieces, collection queens. Not interested in these, too expensive for me and what I want to do. If I'm going to spend this much money, I'll get a Sabenza or something like that. Blue class, which I have a lot of. The Barrage, I have both of these, the 580 and the 585. Highly recommended, nice knives. They're auto assisted opening rather, and so I like these. I have both of these. The Colgera up here, I just don't like the styling. Not looking at this one so much. The blade's shape to me is weird. These 960s down here, I actually like these. Very low on the list. If I could find a cheap used one, maybe I'd go for it. But they're very small, very EDC-like, light-duty knives, D2 steel, I believe. I like the silver one the best. This is aluminum handles with G10 inlays here. The whole handle, including the G10, is slick, so I didn't like that so much. They're nice, but just it kind of felt toy-like. They're extremely lightweight, and that slick feeling and the weird colors just kind of felt toy-like. I love the shape of the blade, though. What they want to charge for this is more than I think is the value I get out of it. I think MSRP is $200 out of this, and I typically haven't seen this on the internet for less than $100, so a little pricey. What else are here? We have the 940s. I have one of those. Great knife, S30B steel. This is probably one of the best blue classes they have. You get the 943. It's basically the same knife, just black handle and the drop point blade. I like it. The drop point blade on this one just seems kind of, I don't know, not as appealing to me. I like it though. The 530. I played with this one before. It's almost too lightweight. It feels cheap or too much, too flimsy. So that didn't appeal to me that much. It seems like you could just snap the handle. It's so long and unlined and flimsy. So I'm not going to be getting that one. Probably the highest next on my list for Benchmade is this Sequel, 707 Sequel. They have a limited edition version they used to sell, which is really cool too. It had carbon fiber inlays. It's aluminum handle with G10. The G10 inlay is actually not slick, so it is grippy. I played with this one. The handle is very small. It's definitely a lightweight EDC knife, but this blade is real long. It looks like a big blade relative to the handle. Nice belly on it. So I like this one a lot. Don't own it. Maybe I'll eventually get it. It is still a little pricey. This 710, nice looking knife, 4-inch blade. Interesting to me, but I probably won't get this one. These 710 Ruckus, kind of weird styling to me, not for me. Just kind of skipping over the ones that are firm nose for me. These are the Deja Vu, the Shoki, not so much. They just seem kind of not something I'd be into. But this 890 Torrent, it's a new knife for this year. I like this one. It's growing on me. It's not necessarily on my list, or certainly not at the top of it, but when I first saw it in the store, I played with it. It just seemed really big, kind of a field, out in the woods knife vibe to it. It had this kind of woodsy looking feeling handle, but it's actually just how it's carved. This is G10 rather than any kind of wood or anything like that. This is a liner lock with the assisted opening. I like this one. I'm starting to like the styling and the size the second time I looked at it live. So that's a maybe. Some of these other ones here, not so much. Not what I would really look out for in a knife, especially fixed blades. Butterfly, balisongs, not for me so much. I like to keep my fingers. I'm no good at it anyways. Not sure about the actual rules around here. I'm thinking that they're not quite allowed. Griptilians, big fan. I have a couple of these, large size and the mini size. I don't think I'm buying any more. I don't need anything in a different color. Typically don't do that. But they come recommended. These fixed blade Griptilians, they're nice looking. But I would say maybe the Sog Field Pup is a better knife for the money. Black Class, I like a lot of these Black Class knives. This 950 Rift all in black has G10 handles, 154 cm steel. I like this one. Concerned about the weight a little bit. Big knife. Let's see how long the blade is. The blade length is 3.67 inches there, so it's a pretty big knife. The weight is 4.8 ounces, so kind of heavy. It's a little more pricey than what I want to pay for a knife right now. I think I have, I'd say it's on the list, but pretty deep on the list. The Presidio Ultras, I'm sure those are nice knives. I have not played with them, but I have the normal Presidio knives, and I like that a lot. The Ultra ones are just the plastic styled handles. It's not quite plastic, but it's Norel GTX, which to me is plastic. I'm sure it's nice though. I prefer the 525 though, the mini Presidio with the aluminum handles. It's a heavier knife, but I like that a lot. It's high rating on this. These Nitro Strikers, I like these a lot. I have the mini Nitro Striker in D2. Good knife. I'm having a little bit of pivot screw loosening issues on me, but overall I like it a lot. If someone were just to give me the large size of the Nitro Striker, I'd certainly take it and use it, but I'm not looking to go out and buy it right away. Some of these fixed blades that Benchmade has, not really on my list at all. I do like the styling of this 158 CSK2. Rescue hooks, don't need those. Red Class, I like the styling of the Nagara. Kind of neat looking. It's on this side right here. Not so much on these other ones. The Vex, it's a popular knife you can typically see in any kind of good knife store. I've heard mixed things on it, mainly negative or on this particular knife. The series is made in China. Doesn't necessarily mean all the quality is low, but to some extent you get what you pay for. People often compare the Vex to the Spyderco Tenacious. Do your own homework, do your own research, right? But I'm thinking the Tenacious is probably the better way to go. Okay, what else here? Again, Red Class. These aren't too useful for me, but I like the styling on this mini ambush. Not sure how much that one is. MSRP on that one is $50. Has AUS 8 steel. What else? What are the handles? Thermoplastic double 420 liners. Not sure what that. I guess plastic, right? So I don't know. Maybe that's a good buy if you can find it for $20-30. Not really into the pens that Benchmade makes. I think that's about it for the catalog. And there's a couple of accessories back here. What else? This blue box toolkit that Benchmade makes, it's only $12 MSRP. I'm sure you can find it cheaper, but really don't need that. You can just get a Torx set from Fry's or tool store. Save your money there. What else? I think there's some knife holders. Yeah, these knife holders. It seems kind of ridiculous to have something like this to store your knives in, but I bought one of these. It works well. You want to move your knives between one room to the other ones. Instead of loading up all your pockets, just stick them in this. It's pretty handy. And this price, relative to some similar ideas out there, it's not that bad. Get it off the internet, right? But that's, if you have a lot of knives, get one of these. It doesn't have to be this particular brand, but it's worthwhile to store all your knives in one spot. Just think about if you wanted to sharpen a batch of them, it's just easier to have them all in one container instead of loading up your pockets. So that's that, folks. Probably was a little boring, but again, just my opinion video. Later.